Hey everyone, welcome back to RDX Motors. Today, we've got something special for you, an in-depth review of the brand new 2026 Mazda CX-30. Mazda has taken what was already one of the most stylish and well-balanced subcompact SUVs in the segment and refined it even further for the 2026 model year. Whether you're new to the CX-30 or considering upgrading, you're going to want to stick around for this one because we're going to cover everything from its striking design to its refined interior, upgraded performance, pricing details, and of course, our honest impressions. Let's dive in, starting with what you'll notice first, the design. Mazda's Kodo design language continues to impress, and the 2026 CX-30 looks like it's been sculpted, not built. At the front, it's got a slightly tweaked grille that feels more premium than ever, a bit wider, with a sleek mesh pattern that gives off a sportier vibe. The signature wing running across the grille now blends more smoothly into the LED headlights, which are slimmer and sharper this year. Mazda also added new DRL designs that bring a modern edge without being flashy. It's elegant but aggressive, and honestly, it gives the CX-30 a more upscale presence, even when it's just parked. Exterior moving to the side, the proportions are still just right. Mazda hasn't changed the overall shape too much, but it didn't need to. That sloping roofline continues to give the CX-30 a coupe-like silhouette, which separates it from boxier rivals. For 2026, they've added a new set of alloy wheel designs, ranging from 16-inch on base trims all the way up to bold 19-inch options on the higher trims, and a new chrome trim strip that runs subtly along the lower door line for a touch of flair. The ground clearance remains a comfortable balance, not too high to feel disconnected from the road, but high enough to confidently handle rough city streets or light trails. The rear of the 2026 CX-30 is clean and modern. The taillights have been refreshed with a tighter LED signature, more refined and minimalist, just like the front. There's also a new bumper design that tucks in slightly for a more compact and athletic stance. Mazda didn't go overboard with chrome or badging. The look is tidy and mature, with just enough design character to stand out in a crowded crossover market. Interior. Step inside now, because this is where Mazda often outperforms expectations, and the 2026 CX-30 is no exception. Mazda is positioning itself as a near-luxury brand, and that philosophy is clearly visible here. The interior feels premium right from the moment you open the door. Soft touch materials dominate the dashboard and doors. You get leatherette on the mid-trims and full leather on the higher-end models. The center console is redesigned slightly to be more ergonomic, and they've shifted a few controls to make everything more intuitive. Mazda has also upgraded the infotainment system. You still get the 8.8-inch screen as standard, but higher trims now come with a gorgeous 10.25-inch display. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are wireless now across the range, and the system feels snappier than before. There's a new rotary dial with haptic feedback, which feels more satisfying to use, and the voice assistant has been improved with better natural language recognition. The instrument cluster is mostly digital on upper trims, and it's easy to read without being flashy or overwhelming. The front seats are comfortable for long drives, with plenty of lumbar support and bolstering that hugs you just right. The driving position is excellent. Mazda always nails this. There's decent legroom in the back, although if you're over 6 feet, headroom might feel a bit tight because of that sloping roof. Cargo space is about the same as last year, still competitive for this segment, with just over 20 cubic feet behind the second row and over 45 with the seats folded down. Enough for groceries, road trip luggage, or gear for a weekend out of town. Performance under the hood, and this is where Mazda's DNA really shines through. The 2026 CX-30 offers 2 engine options. The base engine is a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter inline-4 producing 191 horsepower, and it's perfectly adequate for daily driving. But if you're after something with more punch, you'll want the 2.5-liter turbocharged engine, which puts out up to 250 horsepower and 320 pounds-feet of torque on premium fuel. That's right, this little crossover moves, and it's actually fun to drive. Both engines are paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission, not a CVT, and thank goodness for that. The shifts are smooth and responsive, and with Mazda's refined tuning, you get a very connected driving experience. All-wheel drive is standard across all trims now, which improves both grip and confidence in bad weather. Mazda's G-Vectoring Control Plus also returns, which subtly adjusts engine torque to improve steering response. The result is a vehicle that feels tighter and more agile than it should for its cast. Fuel economy is respectable too. The non-turbo models return around 26 miles per gallon in the city and 33 on the highway, while the turbo models dip slightly to 22 and 30 respectively. But for the extra power, it's a worthwhile trade-off. Ride quality is smooth but sporty, with well-tuned suspension that soaks up bumps without feeling floaty. It's one of the few crossovers in this segment that actually makes you look forward to driving. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 Mazda CX-30 starts around $25,500 for the base 2.5S model. Move up the trim ladder, and you'll find the select and preferred models in the $27,000 to $30,000 range. The premium and turbo trims go from $32,000 to about $36,000, depending on packages and options. The fully loaded Turbo Premium Plus tops out just under $38,000, but for that price, you're getting luxury car level refinement, premium materials, advanced driver aids, and performance that's honestly hard to beat in this segment. Speaking of tech, every 2026 CX-30 comes standard with Mazda's iActive Sense Safety Suite that includes adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and automatic emergency braking. Higher trims add a 360-degree camera, front parking sensors, traffic jam assist, and head-up display. So, what's the final word? The 2026 Mazda CX-30 doesn't just tweak the edges, it brings meaningful upgrades to an already excellent package. Mazda continues to blur the line between mainstream and premium, offering something that looks and feels like it should cost thousands more than it does. If you're after a small crossover with style, performance, comfort, and genuine driving enjoyment, this should absolutely be on your shortlist. That's it for today's review. Let me know in the comments what you think of the 2026 Mazda CX-30. Would you take this over a Kona, HR-V, or Crosstrek? And which trim would you go for? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more honest car reviews, and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching. This is RDX Motors, and I'll see you in the next one.